Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set up. Twitter is go. YouTube thumbnails up to date. Twitch, why aren't you loading? And looks like Rumble still needs a moment to load on up. Perfect, just got loaded on up. Let's go and get started. This one's a little bit shorter than I usually do. Try to eye for at least 25 minutes. But should be simple and reasonable enough. Good way to start off the day. Blah. And I need to learn how to speak again like I do with any other live stream start. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Small on top right side is a red English. We have Liquitonk 19. I have no idea how to pronounce that or spell it. Am I supposed to spell it? Pronounce it? Either way, spawn bottom left side is a blue roost. We have Freddy Smurfy. Since we do have a roost player on the field, let's go and back out of caster mode, go into view player trade bounty mode, and watch him kill off some local doggos. Red does find both deer deposits here. Blue's deer deposits right here and here. He does find this one. This scout will notice that both these gold deposits are pretty close by each other. This is English, so you make use of the gold and stone, but not the berries up here. They are relatively close by. You could eye for those deer deposits. I hear a lot of scouts being found by, or not scouts, sheep found by the scouts. And does find the other deer deposit. This will put him at least to what, 150 trade bounty? This will put him to what, 190? Yep, does put him to 190. Howdy! We do now have the Blue Scout move around. Sorry, just saw your Rumble comment. Welcome to the stream. We do now have the Kremlin now being deployed on the field, and up here we got the Abbey of Kings. The English player is eyeing for some early stone, which means it's going to be eyeing secondary town center. Blue does find another wolf here, so getting a good number of trade bounties. This will put him up to what, 240 trade bounty. He's find one more deer and or wolf. Finding one more deer is not going to be possible. Finding one more wolf will give him tier 2 trade bounties. So we're just going to have to keep an ear out for the whatchamacallit. An ear out for another wolf fighting scout sound effect. We do have triple scout for the roost. The red player only scout for one scout. The Abbey King will rapidly heal up the scout, allowing him to quickly engage. The king, free king, will almost be put on the field. The scout will moving around. Wheelbarrow now being researched. We know that the English player did collect up quite a bit of stone, is collecting up quite a bit of stone. The roost is eyeing for a maybe still in the stone collection there. Both these stone deposits are pretty close by each other as well, which can be quite nice. He does spot the Kremlin there. The red scout does go down, so now the king has no eyes other than his own, which he has to stare through. Well, I suppose it's not a heavy cab where he has a helmet to impede his vision, but his vision range is... Oops, not that button. Yeah, it's still poor. The king is blind, like most other monarchs. Survival techniques now being researched by the roost. As well as let's switch back to the roost so we can keep an eye on the trade bounties, as well as hear the wolf sound effect. Villager's pretty forward. He does lure boar quite some distance. One of the villagers is starting to be gouged a little bit. And the boar does go down, so that'll give him tier 2 trade bounty plus survival techniques now resources. Is going to get each Pumbaa quite quickly. The survival techniques give him what, plus 15%, plus 10% from the trade bounty improvements. So he's going to collect the boar 25% faster. and it's already one of the best, or it is the best food source in the game. I think actually is tied with Deep Shore Fish, if I remember correctly, in collection rate. Granted, that's only limited to fishing boats, and I don't think anybody's going to employ fishing boats on this map, let alone there's any deep sea fish on this map either way. Wheelbarrow has been researched by the Roost player. The English player is not eyeing for a wheelbarrow just yet. Going for our lumber mill here. Does pull out town center near the lumber and some of the near goals, so it does have good protection here. Not enough for all these villagers, however, but no players going for any sort of aggressive play other than the king charging his way forward. The king takes some fire. The king has only 2 range armor, so it does take a little bit extra damage from those range arrows compared to heavy cav. 50%, not 50%. Let's see. The extra arrows are what, 6 damage? I suppose this is actually a fully upgraded Kremlin, so let's get castle turret. That's what, 10 damage arrows? Pretty good arrows, honestly. Now I've got a mill being put on the field. Let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit since they're both players in the eco phase. Don't see anything too crazy, just see mills and farms. High trade house being pulled on out. Not eyeing for a town center, but maybe I'm going to get the relics. It's actually one of the few times where Abbey of Trinity could have been a little bit better to get back extra gold generation from the relics. I suppose, how well does the improved warrior monks do against English? Now thinking about it. I don't think the warrior monks are particularly good or bad in most situations. Never really thought about it. But the high trade house does give him good supply of coin or gold and food. Multiple farms been built on the field. Probably is the White Tower. That's been pretty common. Let's see. We are seeing some Roost mana arms being put on the field. Unusual item for the Roost player to pull out, but seeing he has the age advantage against the English, and they're a bit more difficult to deal with. They offer very few civilizations have a proper counter to them in age 2, and these of course are age 3 mana arms. You only get, he is going with blacksmith research. This will punch their armor up even higher. Right now they'll be up to 5 armor, so at this point in time even town center's damage would be minimal. The king is being engaged 1v1 with the mana arms. The king does have a pretty slow attack speed. The mana arms will attack twice as fast. A little bit weaker, but they have more armor to boot, so the mana arms will win in a 1v1 against the king. Another mill and 5 farms being deployed on out. And now the village is going to be building part of the White Tower around here. The White Tower is not being built. You now have a warrior monk being pulled on the field. We'll be grabbing the relics. The Roost player does not have siege engineerings available, but right now the arrow fire is not going too great. Luckily, the English town center does have extra basic arrows to be able to defend himself with. Right now, the extra arrows are doing 6 damage, which is 1 damage against the mana arms. So they're going to be tickling the mana arms. They're going to be turned to porcupines by the end of this fight. He's getting some good slice on these villagers. The English player is doing a good job of balancing out the damage across the villagers. The king's now fighting. This is the only combat unit or only military unit whatsoever on the field. The White Tower is now built. The White Tower is definitely hard to counter to these mana arms. Does take some good damage there. Man at arms push away forward as well. Got a good number of English farms here. He does. The White Tower does act as a ×2 heat, and when it comes to production wise, so he's able to build out crossbows relatively quickly. Man-at-arms push right forward, getting some damage on those villagers. And thanks to the network of castles, he's able to get a little bit faster attack speed on these crossbows as well. So he can make do with a small number. Ruse player only built these handful of man-at-arms, got a decent raid on his opponent, killing off 8 of his opponent's villagers. The king charges his way forward. Crossbows do take some hits. More blacksmith and economic research for the Rus. He has gone for melee armor as well, which is a bit interesting. English man-at-arms are known for their high armor, with the armor-clad research. There's not deploying field, likely going to get the man-at-arms research going. He does go and close the relic there, but warrior monks do have access to torches. And so do man-at-arms. Now we've got some Rus farms being put on the field. He's not touching the deer, even though he's done a good job crowding his opponent's side of his base. One success has been captured. Blue has claimed 2 relics. Red has picked up 1, which is probably the one that was up here. No, that's actually this one. So the last relic not touched is right here. I'm not sure where Red's monk is at. There it is. Blue's going for some forward palisade walls. The king's now engaging. His man-at-arms can be more effective if he stabs the king. Divine intervention, or Saint's blessing, I should say, from the warrior monk. Zonval back there does not want to deal with the crossbowman. Got some early man-at-arms now deployed in the field. Well, I can get the research progressing. He's at pop cap, which has been an oversight. Also low on resources. Scout still here. Either side could trade. Blue, of course, is going for a decent amount of palisade walls, so Blue could supplement some of his income with some traders. A handful of them wouldn't be half bad. Of course, expensive. And the monk is getting gored by the boar. Now the scout. Now got an outpost here. Those berries must be segmented. And arms and kings now engaging. I do hear now do have age 4 now being researched by the Rus player. He has basically no military units. The English player does have decent army, mostly composed of man-at-arms and crossbows. Does have a couple spearmen and a singular longbowman. The Spetskaya Tower is a less common landmark for the Rus. This will allow them access to construct stone walls. Also have a 10,000 health keep that will only require wood to repair it on up. It also does start the bombard and the spring gold emplacement. He does still have 8 charges of militia here, and none of the militias are fully statted, so they can be a decent militia and defend him. Regular man-at-arms research on the way for the English player. Rus player has claimed 3 relics. Red has claimed the second relic. That was the one inside the walls. I think this player is going for a forward siege workshop. Got Tithe Barn now being researched by the Rus. Maybe Tithe Barn's not a good item at this moment. It does take a bit of time to recuperate the cost. It does cost 500. And the king or the monk? No, the king goes down. That was the sound effect. I'm not sure what the king went down, but the king is dead. Ah, Schultzy, that's gonna be a good item. The Tithe Barn does provide you 90 resources per minute, so it will take over 5 minutes in order to get your resources back.
Вем готова служить. Вем дело свое.
And now with a Ford Berkshire Castle right there, it will provide influence over the central large gold deposit and some small stone. So it's aggressive placement for this Berkshire Castle. But overall, if you look at the map, I have not really been talking about it, but there's actually quite a bit of natural choke points. This appears to be a full choke here and here, and both sides gone for the walls over here. So the Berkshire Castle will provide quite a bit of influence in this region. Skaya Tower will be a good last defensive line while it help protect this farm line. The Reese player still has access to some other gold deposits nearby, small ones, plus the large one is easily obtainable by blue as well. So the Reese player does not have to worry about gold. When it comes to wood, he is actually almost cleaned up that wood deposit, so there's plenty of wood deposit here. There's plenty of wood, plenty of gold. Plenty of stone back here as well. But when it comes to food, of course, he actually has this entire deer and some berries. Not a great food source, but they are a food source. So he does actually still have quite a bit of natural food in his town's sphere of influence as well. He does have a good number of farms. He may want to consume the deer first right now. Plus he knows about the Berkshire Castle, so he may want to save us wood for various siege weapons. I'm a bit biased towards battering rams, but other siege weapons, all of them will generally be very useful right now. And barring the Spring Gold, because there's no siege weapons for him to shoot at as well. But having a handful of them wouldn't be half bad either way. Warrior Monk getting hit quite hard there. Both players age 4 and close research on the way. Got some economic research for the English as well. Scout down, not big surprise. Berkshire Castle will destroy this mining camp. He will eventually destroy the hunting cabin as well and deny the 5 gold per minute. Crossbowmen and man-at-arms moving around the flank. Got a decent number of horsemen there. Does not have Boyar's Fortitude, let alone Biology. Oh, there's Biology. No Boyar's Fortitude research just yet. Man-at-arms will beat horsemen in 1v1 combat, but they will still be decent as well. And the man-at-arms are here in small enough numbers, so the horsemen will be able to kill off all the crossbowmen, no problem. Plus, he does have a decent amount of Schultzy and now militia upon the field. The militia in age 4 have a nice 17 damage right now before whatchamacallit. Elite Army Tactics does also have 155 health and good movement speed. Overall, they're a decent disposable unit. Definitely not a permanent unit. Horsemen gain some good damage there on those crossbowmen. Do now have an outpost here. Schultzy now pushing the way forward, getting some good holes into the various English forces, and the English force does get entirely surrounded there. An excellent engagement there by the Roos. Does have elite horsemen, and of course has not elite Schultzy. Not elite militia are now torching down the outpost. Their torch damage is 10. That's still what? Dark Age torches. That's probably reasonable for being militia. But none of them going down, and the rest of them will die to a heart attack. Horsemen will fall back, do take a bit of damage there. He does have a Warrior Monk with Life, which can heal them as well as buff them. Horsemen making their way up north. Those are his own walls. And he does delete them. I was going to say, I was going to ask, is he going to delete those walls? And the answer is yes. Red is on to build some stone walls here. Boyar's Fortitude now being researched as well as chemistry, so he's going to have some fully upgraded Schultzy soon. Horsemen do not take out the villagers. I wonder if red saw them. Blue did saw them, and now going to be turning around. And red did not see them because he's not responding to these horsemen well enough. Red's now falling back to deal with the horsemen. Townsend is garrison, but he does have 2 range damage. Horseman has 6 armor, so these extra arrows are doing 8 damage, so 2 damage per 8. And was not able to get those walls up in time as well. He does have plenty of villager storage here with the white tower. Horseman does take some damage there. And the horsemen are moving around. Could receive a bit of damage still. Blacksmith here. Got a couple horsemen finding some villagers here. The English player does have 93 villagers, 94 versus 96, so the Rus player has caught up. The Rus player has built a secondary town center of its own. English player building out some more farms. These villagers getting hit. He does have this gold deposit here, not fully cleaned up. He may just want to focus on the central one. Go for more vulnerable ones first. Horsemen moving around. They have torched through this wall. Elite man arm research. He's not going for elite spearmen just yet, but against horsemen, you don't really need elite spearmen, though would be very handy, but still expensive. Man arms to push way forward. Got a good number of Schultze here. And these horsemen now falling back. Horsemen charging way forward. Horsemen over here finding some more hits. Horsemen just running around, engaging more and more villagers. Does find this outpost there. We'll be torching it down. Bombarding engaging the keep. They do have 40 range armor, so those arrows won't do 1 damage each, but there's a good number against Nick. Spring Gull quickly goes on down. Villagers trying to repair up the keep. Schultze taking out those villagers. The English player is now down to 60 villagers, rapidly increasing. Looks like red is getting ripped apart by the mobility of the horsemen. And red does back the game. There's Great saying, thanks for watching, and on to the next replay. One thing I want to fix over here, I just want to see more of the numbers, viewer numbers. Let's see, that was not that one. It was that one. Oops. Too short. And too short. So, on to the next player. We have matches from this week. That is a custom map, and I can't do custom maps because my game just lags like crazy. Could do that one, still a little on the shorter side. Let's peruse the other replays and make a judgment call. Yep, we can do this one. Oh yeah, it's 4 Lakes, it's a hybrid map. It's been a while since last did a hybrid map. I do actually like the naval combat in this game. I can understand why most people don't. It's not exactly super fleshed out, but it is still in a reasonable state, I would say. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn top right side is the yellow English with bold tune. Spawn bottom left side is the red Japanese with WOM 01. This is a hybrid map, and there's 4 fishies, 4 deep sea fish in every single little pond. The English players are immediately pulling out a dock here. The Japanese do have access to cheaper fishing boats, so they're a little more adept at the fishing game. He also is going to farmhouse here to help hunt the deer. When it comes to other map generation, we got deer pretty close by to Yellowstown Center if he so needs to get some food. More over here next to some berries. There's also some berries on the map for Red to make good use of, depending on how many of these wheelbarrow research he gets. The Tawara, or how to pronounce that. Both sides collecting quite a bit of wood, and we actually got quite a bit of trees here, and this is fully walled off. Yellow has a smaller... Nope, that's how this map is. They both start with a smaller wood deposit and a larger one nearby. Decent amount of gold here. Actually, it looks like the other side of the map has a bit more gold. We got 3 small deposits here. Red has 1, 2, 3. Okay, nope, there's a 4th one in the middle between the 2. But yeah, it looks like both players do have 3 small gold deposits on their side, but yellow's is just very, very compact. So the White Tower and or Berkshire Castle could be useful for protecting that, as well as just regular keeps. More fishing boats. Going for another dock here. And maybe a good idea to split the docks. Put one over here, get close to this deep sea fish. We now got the Council Hall and the Dakota Township. They actually two... It's weird. The Council Hall used to be the primary landmark for the English, but it seems like it's less common. The Dakota Township is definitely less common of the 2 Japanese landmarks. Getting access to Shinobi, which could be useful for raiding those docks. We got similar villager numbers right now. Red's gotta be careful not to build too many fishing boats with 2 docks in the region. I would say a good number would probably be 3 on the corner fish, 4 on the deep one, and so no more than what, 13 fishing boats. Though you can always throw some more fishing boats on the shore fish if you deplete the deep sea fish. We do not have a red dock here. Yellow does have access to this. Yellow is eyeing for a spring-gold ship now and is going for some longbowmen. He does want the Dakota Township, which means he knows that he has to be careful of the shinobi. Got the shinobi straight forward. Maybe bitten by the local dog. Arrow ship now being deployed on the field. And cancel the arrow ship's like, yep, I'm going to lose that fight. Don't invest any more other than the dock. You could always try the naval arrow slits. Japanese can't get a decent amount of wood, or not wood, stone from the other miney stony material. And he's now overfished this deep water fish. The soft cap for deep water fish is 2, where it roughly matches the collection rate of the fishing boat and regeneration. But if you go for 3, you can start withdrawing that 1,000 food that actually exists in the fishing deposit. 2 makes it so it doesn't go down. 3 starts withdrawing, or you start withdrawing a bit, or quite a bit faster. 5, you're going to fish through it like crazy. That's why I say don't go overboard in fishing ships. There's plenty of short fish as well you can always collect up. Dock's almost set ablaze. We do have a fast castle age of floating gates, and maybe Yellow does spot the floating gates now. He's going to have to get out some spirit and play. Good chance he's going to fight against a large number of Mountain Samurai relatively soon. Yellow is close to aging on up. Got more docks here. I do now have another pair of yellow docks here. We also got the extended lines net research. Yep, yellow may want to cool off any sort of fishing production here. I think he has a little bit too many fishing. No, 12 is a good number. Or 14. That leaves a decent amount of fishing boats for the deep sea fish. Shinobi does shank that villager. It may be a good idea to start sending some fishing boats to the other ones as well, so you can start getting the generation better. Longbow getting annihilated by the junk. Additionally, Japanese do have pretty good ships against arrow fire, with the copy plating research giving +2 range armor, as well as fire armor. And that can make his ships just take a lot less damage from arrow ships and arrows in general. If you ever have trouble with fishing boats, or not fishing boats, military ships, where if you just where you can't get a dock out or trying to contest it from the land, Springalds are your answer. Scout, taking some damage. Scout down. Oh, the scout would survive another arrow, but I was mistaken. Mounted Samurai push forward. We do now have the King's Palace pulled up by the English player, which does give him another town center. Got some hardened spearmen being put on the field. When he is going to veteran spearmen, there's the Mounted Samurai push forward. There are 4 Mounted Samurai on the field, so he needs more spearmen. Shinobi can be decent against those spearmen as well. I think they do bonus damage against melee units. Villager does get stabbed there. I wonder where that Shinobi's at the moment. Is that him? That's just a villager. I always forget the exact mechanics of Shinobi. They're pretty rare. Looks like they do receive automatic age of health and damage. Yeah, they get +5 versus melee, so in age 3 they get 25 or 28 damage against melee, which is pretty good. But the health is still pathetically low. Lower than... That's about the same as health as crossbowmen. Our veteran spearmen have 110. But they do have access to blink ability. Oh, how many fishing boats are this? Is this? Well, I can't speak. 13? Alright, that's a good number. Just a bit of a train of them. You may want to take half those fishing boats and task them to shore fish and start collecting up those, giving a little less travel time to work with. Does spot these Mounted Samurai there. Spearmen now advancing. One Mounted Samurai does go down, and we got a blacksmith back here. English player just going for more spearmen. We've got some Ashigaru archers now being put on the field. Give me Ashigarus. Spear engagement with these Mounted Samurai. Distraction Wololo. Unsuccessful Wololo, I should say. Yumi archers do have +4 versus light melee. They're a cheap archer, not exactly great versus light melee with a lower bonus damage, but they're still decent enough. Got a handful of spearmen there, as well as Shinto Priest. Spear Brace does connect, but they will be quickly picked off by everything. The Bannerman does do actually a decent amount of bonus damage for light melee as well. It does have 2/2 inherent armor, but it is classified as light melee and not heavy or light range rather than heavy ranged. Spearman trying to engage these Mounted Samurai. More Mounted Samurai and archers retreat forward. Does go for a wall there, but will not be successful. And now there's Rurlock on the ground. He does have a monk still in the field. players starting to deploy in some mana arms. We got the Shinobi here. That can be so useful. Galley ship on a patrol move. Maybe some Mangonels could be useful for the English player. Outpost taking some fire. Reds pushing his way forward. Does pick up the relic and put it back in the monastery. Outpost will go on down. Man arms straight forward, gain some damage on those Yumi archers. They do right now have 9 damage. At this age, man arms can get up to 8 armor, so those Yumi archers can essentially only do 1 damage per shot against the English man arms. Just going for more English man arms, probably a good idea with the English right now. The Japanese player could counter with Advanced Samurai with the Odachi upgrade. Those are now a bit idle. Mounted Samurai push way forward. Mounted Samurai trying to find another opportunity to engage. Doja does take some damage there. Shinobi takes some hits as well. And Samurai should skip on there. This Mounted Samurai is trying to engage over here, but he should be able to advance. Good number of Yumi archers there, as well as good number of Englishman arms. Villagers go on down, cooked up deer meat, looks like. Does get a nice spear brace there. They're rotating around, spears still are fighting away. Good damage on some of the Mounted Samurai, getting caught up on the berries. Man, Samurai back here. Gonna receive a bit of damage. Got this gold closet still being claimed on up. Couple more barracks now being deployed in the field. Mounted Samurai here. Do have a fortified outpost there, but no weapon placement. I think for the follow Hudson MM. Mounted Samurai moving around. These Mounted Samurais finds a wolf there. Maybe trying to hit this monk. Monk does take a bit of damage there. Does inside the garrison in time. Another outpost being built there. We do now have this Mounted Samurai going down. These Mounted Samurais moving way forward. Mounted Samurai, one that does go down. There's now 3 in the back line. He has to be very careful of so doesn't hit his villagers. Still got a very good number of Yumi archers there, but now I'm starting to mix in some veteran samurai. Does have the Odachi upgrade, so now they're going to do some excellent damage. Right now, about approximately 19 damage per attack against those mana arms, who do only 12 in return. They can be up to 14, but right now he does not have any sort of melee blocks and freezers. In fact, he's sort of lagging behind the armor upgrades as well. Magano finds a small hit there on those mana arms. Each player is starting to advance. Unmounted samurai is going to go on down. Good number of Englishman arms. Finds a volley there. Gains some good AoE damage on those Englishman arms. Keeping his distance. Setting on up for another volley. While Mangonel's not hard to counter the infantry, it does do decent damage against infantry in general. Thanks to his AoE splash. The English forces aren't disintegrate here. Got a great choke point here by the Japanese player, but his samurai is starting to fall apart. Now allowing the Englishman arms to break on through. More samurai advancing, but needs more of them. He has 16 on the field, and it's not too many here at the moment. More samurai being brought on in. Mangonel's find a very good volley there on the crossbowman. Takes out a good chunk of them. Mangonel's finds another volley there. No response there. Massive losses. Mangonels do go down. English crossbows are disintegrated. And now the English man arms trying to fall back as well. The Yumi archers do move the same move speed as Musfati warriors. They are a fast archer unit. Samurai still move as standard man at arms / crossbowman move speed. And right now, the English man at arms are having trouble. Too many samurai in the region. There's 13 men on the field versus 27 samurai. Yumi archers down to 6, which is not a lot. We now have the Castle Age wheelbarrow research for the Japanese player. The Japanese player right now has both sacred sites captured on up. Yellow has an army of 39 versus army 47. Red has much higher quality, also thanks to the fact that it's also a Mangonel. This player probably needs to get out of Spring Gold now to engage his opponents from Mangonel. Right now, the English man-at-arms are a decent frontline unit, but they're fighting against some really buffed up samurai. They have the same health, but 12 is a lot less than the 21 damage they're receiving. Put it in the house. They also have more reliant crossbowmen. Does leave some walls there. Mangonels do find a volley there, getting minor damage. We got also now red spring gold deploying the field. English man arms charge way forward. Spring crossbowman takes some hits there. He's had to make sure let the English man arms move forward and then use his micro his crossbowman to dodge those Mangonels. Bannerman does go down. Crossbows gain some splashes. Does dodge that one. Spring gold still firing away. Good dodge there. Does lose a couple more crossbowmen. Englishman arms starting to disintegrate. Distraction rolled low by red. Man arms try to push forward to hit those Mangonels. Got some damage there. We also got some samurai back here. The English player does have a good number of villagers at the moment. Right now, it's having trouble with military production. Does have a massive resource reserve as well. Villager does go down there. Mangonels are getting too large. Oh, so just two Mangonels. Got 3 spring golds afield, so he has a good amount of escort spring golds. That villager does get killed off there. It will be set ablaze. And Yellow decides to back up the game now. This Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's see, that was the last replay I can get from him. Got some replays here. Too short. Avoid the custom map. Here we go. Also, I'm going to take a moment to stretch out my back for one moment. Sorry for that. I'm back. Let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 4 replays. On top right side as the Pink Abbasid Dynasty, we have Marine Lord. On south side as the Cyan Rus, we have L, Louis, MT. And we do have, since we do have a resupply on the field, let's switch over to him to keep an eye on trade bounties. Pink may find the Steer Deposit. Pink is heading up north, Science move around. Unable to find deer, there's some sheep. Actually does not find either. There we go, he finds that one. The steer's heading over here. Both of Cyan's deers are not killed off. And we got this scout move around, take some arrow fire. Scout moving around. And Pink does find that other deer deposit as well. Cyan may sneak in one kill. Does. And does sneak in 2 kills. And now can all this wolf. Cyan doesn't want to lose the scout. One, you don't really want to lose scouts whatsoever. But there's also 3 sheep there. And Pink found that deer deposit. That was not Cyan. You can see here less than 70. And this should provide him 70 here. Ooh. Cyan's now on 90 trade bounty from deer. That is not good. So Cyan is not in a very good position. He's starting to age up with the Kremlin. Scout's moving on around. The scout could win a fight against this scout. Does find some more sheep. Right now he's at 125 trade bounty. Killing off a boar would not get him tier 2. You have to kill off both boar or find some more wolves. He would have to find 2 wolves and a boar in order to get the tier 2 trade bounty. It's not looking great for Cyan. I'm still being built. Mining camp now being pulled on the field. Wolf will go down. And now we do got Feudal Age. We're just gonna have to keep an ear out on the Cyan player and see if we can hear any more kills, any wolf fights or boar. But right now it's not looking too great Rus in the trade bounty game. Oops, I realized as well. Got to pull the chat. There we go. And the Rus player is quite a bit stoned. I'm for a secondary town center. And looks like Cyan's going to be trying to claim this deer deposit for town center. It does also claim its opponent's deer or sheep there. There's a town center going. Cyan will spot this. Cyan is got a little bit of stone there. There's his own secondary town center. He did age up with the culture wing. He has not gone for preservation knowledge just yet. Does have golden age tier 1, giving plus 50% collection rate for all resources. So he may revert back too soon. He is going to lose a house, but I suppose the town center would put up another golden age number. We do not have a spearman before the field, just probably sent to ward away the scouts. You could try stabbing the sheep as well. More basic palisade walls going on up. Do not have an early night being thrown up by the Rus player. And a good number of archer ranges as well, so he's going to be aggressive soon. fortified palisade walls going on up there. And Cyan is trying to claim up this board now. Does get the board claim and brings it pretty close to the deer deposit as well, so he's going to have a lot of food in this region. Wooden Fortress welcome to keep that area secure due to how the scout here running 2 early knights upon the field as well as an archer. 2 archers now. Survival techniques is all being researched by the Roost player. And his trade boundary now for Cyan is 225. So if you can find one more wolf, he'll be at tier 2 trade bounty. But until then, he's going to be a tier 1 trade bounty. As the Dynasty player is going for a handful of defensive spearmen.
لدي مهمة؟
مستعدون.
لدي مهمة؟
Меня поражают!
Got some archer hits there. Archers now push way forward. Dude, of course, got the 2 early knights here. And a good number of spearmen. Military wing stopping research will give him 2 free camel riders, which will be a good counter to both the early knights and to these archers. Town center here could be garrison up. Does have some villagers for 7 slots.
تم جيدا.
Делаю, что велено есть.
Throwing some torches there onto the walls. Now cast stage is complete. He has his 2 free desert raiders. It's going to be, or not desert raider, camel riders. High trade house now being employed on the field, right there. Could be a push a little bit farther forward, but this would be a nice safe spot. Give him a good amount of gold and deer income, or food income. Now I've also got triple lancer being employed on the field as well, so he's going for a mix of heavy cav and spearmen right now. Hardened spearman or veteran spearman research on the way. Archers falling back. Got the walls going on up.
Готовы трудитесь и есть.
Оказе нови суть.
بناء مشيد جيدا.
أنا أرى العدو.
Радуйся. Начну
Gate
трудитесь.
is being torched. He has villagers nearby for repairs.
Радуйся.
And looks like the repair rate won't be enough. He has a handful of archers there for protection is all that he needs. Camel riders have no inherent armor, but they do have inherently large amount of health. So they're actually hard to take down with archers. Relatively. We now have some knights, the regular knight upgrade on the way, as well as the veteran archer research. Phalanx now being researched as well.
Готов есть, потрудитесь. Построено добро есть. Стоять и много будет.
Одна.
Кого застрелите? Что накажете?
Построено есть.
أتقدم إلى الأمام. لقد عثرت على الأعداء.
These forces now falling back. We do now have the range armor research on the way as well. No blacksmith research up here. Going for food collection and wood chopping research. Ink has picked up a relic, now going for a battering ram.
حتى بعد مماتي. واسمه
Knight and scouts falling back.
Поспешаю на брешь. Сейчас. Да, я тульва тебе.
Not sure if he spotted the battering ram there. The scout probably did spot it. Lancers pursuing these forces. Trying to go for the Imam now. Does impale the Imam. Camel Riders, the Lancers, and Scout try to kill off that Knight. Battering ram now pushes way forward to break down that gate. Got these forces backing off. Battering ram now engaging. Receiving quite a bit of arrow fire. Warrior monk running around. And the wall has been set ablaze. Trying to rebuild a gate on that destroyed wall segment, or burning wall segment. Does get a smash there, and does lose the battering ram to the range fire. Or Pink is cleaning up that gold now. We do have this Imam going down. Warrior Monk does pick up the relic. He could try an early Wolo to ward away the Lancers. Warrior Monk does take a impalement there and a stab. Pink's rest of his armies push way forward. So this Warrior Monk will go down. Now Pink's trying to push forward and try to torch down some of these walls. You have more spearmen here. Sacred Site being captured on up. We do have these forces moving around as well. The wall does go down. Warrior Monk does take some damage there, and the Camel Riders will fight the Camel needs debuff to the nearby horses, including the Warrior Monk. Imam does pick up the relic there, and that'll be potentially relic number 4 for Pink. Sign has claimed the last other relic. He's now eyeing for textiles to give his village a bit more health. Spear brace there does impale some of those cavalry units. Lancers now trying to push the way forward. Lancers, Camel Riders, and Horsemen are going to be decent against all of those ranged units. More Horsemen being streamed on in. Massive wave of militia being pulled in the field. The militia are going to be good versus these units, providing good damage and good anti-cav damage. More fortified palisade walls being pulled on the field. Imam does pick up the relic. Can militia be converted by relic conversions? Imam does go down there. The spearmen may just want to be left behind. The militia are slipping them off, though they just died from dysentery there. And now there goes his front line, leaving his back line completely exposed to all the horsemen. Horsemen engaged, Sacred Site being interrupted by a pair of horsemen. Knight is engaging. Camel Riders and Lancers do rip them apart pretty quickly. Horsemen still pursuing all the archers and crossbows. Science forward palisade walls there is providing quite a bit of protection there. So also taking time to collect the berries. Does want to take time to invest into farms, which is probably a good idea. More palisade walls now going on up. Gonna try to build some more over here. Warrior Monk does pick up the relic. That villager will go down. Science Warrior Monk does move at a decent rate. It's a little bit slower than Spearman at moving at 1.25. This is moving at 1.22. Wolf does go down. Huh, there's Wolf there, so now he definitely has tier 3 trade bounty, or tier 2 trade bounty. Maybe halfway progress to tier 3. Yeah, not really. Another round of palisade walls being put on field to protect himself. We have this wooden fortress being upgraded with Spring Gold. Warriors Fortitude not being researched and Hardened Spearman as well. Economic Wing being researched by Absent Dynasty, starting to age up. You can always go the trade wing later if it needs more trade. But the gate will be torched. Horsemen now breaking the way forward. They'll just may take some hits there. A handful of militia here to engage. They will get some good damage, but and Pink's not backing on off. He thinks he can win that fight. Probably worth winning the fight, I should say. Horseman now engaging these villagers, getting some damage. And of course, he's going to have be engaged by horsemen on both sides. That's not look good for Cyan. It stay inside the gate. Goes inside with the less horsemen. More Science villagers going to go on down there. Archers engaging these horsemen. Has a couple spearmen for defense. Militia here as well as the knights push way forward. The militia's probably about to pass out and die from dysentery. Knights and horsemen backing on off. Pink is being pursued by these forces. Outpost is built. Down south we do have the horsemen being shanked by a whole bunch of villagers. Imperial Age now complete. Immediately going for the Elite Spearmen and Elite Horseman research. And a fortified outpost that's being torched down right now. Villagers trying to repair the outpost. These get the villagers inside the outpost. Those lose those villagers. Fortified outpost will complete. Horsemen now engaging these various forces. Only a handful of spearmen there for defense, but the knights will still do some good work. Elite research still being complete. Horsemen starting to fall on back there. Outpost will be set ablaze and destroyed. Pink's army is now falling back. Pink's army is only spearmen and horsemen at the moment. Has no gold base unit. Going for the Fertile Crescent now. Usually a research to go for earlier, but he just went for Economic Wing, so now he's going for it. I don't know how useful it will be at this point in time. Most of his economic, I suppose farms will be getting a much needed discount, so never mind. I'm just overthinking stuff. I can't see the discounts yet because of having the Roost player selected. High armor now being employed on the field, which will give him some cheaper siege weapons. Horsemen now trying to torch down this fortified palisade gate. Over here, we do have these villagers going down as well. Going for a keep over here, trying to secure this gold deposit. Does have towns up here as well. His current golden age is 2. He's 10 structures away from golden age tier 3. We do now have the improved processing research on the way. That'll help us gold and stone drop off, as well as wood and food. Horsemen backing on up. These forces are moving around. Over here, we do now have these wooden fortresses going to go down as well. Does spot the high armory. Only one siege workshop is near it. Horsemen now engaging these villagers. And Pink's force may get cleaned up here. Too many science pyramid there in front. Iceborne now being researched by Pink. Science going for range armor and elite spearman research, as well as some Schultzy. Not ideal for better or elite archer research. Horsemen now engaging. Gonna get some damage on some of these villagers. Maganel gets a good shot there. Good hit there. Archers and crossbows engaging at the gate. He will hold. He does have more villagers at the moment. I've got a keep here with some more forward infrastructure in form of siege workshops. Maybe line for some better ramps along the flank. Archer is now being engaged by these horsemen. Good volley there from hand cannoneers. The Absent Dynasty's hand cannoneers do offer more health, so they can withstand a bit more damage from the Streltsy. Streltsy do, of course, offer the static deployment. And of course, being 25% cheaper. Trying to get off more of those units there. Hand cannoneers per 4 gets some damage on those Streltsy. Maganel does find a splash hit there on those horsemen. The horseman going straight into his opponent's back line. Horseman straight forward. Getting some damage on those villagers. These horsemen do find some villagers here. They do get inside the Kremlin, and they may get out of the Kremlin. You hit the town bell or end town bell. Maganel here. Pink's going to push way forward. Maganel may get a great shot there onto the hand cannoneers. It does get a good shot. But thanks to Boot Camp, they have a lot more health to work with. Spearman taking out some of these horsemen now. Sign right now, it does have 102 villagers. Opponent does have 130. The Absent Dynasty is probably really ticking off right now. He does, of course, have basically level 5 food income. So it's in processing, so it's basically level 6 food income. And he's able to get some more gold drop off as well. So he's going to be, the Absent Dynasty is basically the gold, or the economic civilization. Gold vein being cooked up here slowly. Keep versus Keep. Peaks keeps getting distracted, so Science Keep will win out eventually. Pink's now trying to regroup engage over here. Right now, Pink does a much higher quality army. Sign does technically have a larger army, but most of it's composed of cheap spearmen. Does have a decent number of Streltsy. He could go for more units. He only has 23. He only has he has 20 spare population. That's what I'm looking for. Now I got this Palisade Gate now starting going down as well. Got these gates going on down. Pink's heading down south. Starting towards down this wooden fortress there. Spearman taking some hits as well. Sign does have a keep here for defense, but there's a breach here. This wooden fortress still has a spring guard placement, so it is firing away. Spearman now engaging those villagers. And Canyon is firing away as well. Bombard engaging this wooden fortress. Over and does get saved. And now we got Cyan heading, or just being a bit stationary. Right now, Cyan does have still have a larger force in the field. Pink still has good quality force. In fact, it seems like Pink's quality is even higher now. Going for a massive number of camel archers. Going for the elite camel archer. Going for the elite Gilam as well. Don't know if he's access to incendiary arrows just yet. Does take about Streltsy there. Veterans starting to go down. Thinks the horsemen are a little bit out of quality thanks to the Warrior's fortitude, though I suppose he does have access to biology. The Roost player does not. The Roost player is not going for elite army tactics. Pink's Keep does go down to a pair of bombards, and Sign has also deployed out a battering ram. Good there onto those horsemen. Gilam's now engaged some of these villagers. And Canyon is firing away, getting some good damage on the spearmen. Good damage there onto those Streltsy. And Cyan's army's basically disintegrated. He has hardly any military units in the field. He has a good amount of resources, but he's not queuing up a whole lot. Now he's queuing up stuff. Villagers trying to repair the bombards. The bombards could try defending themselves. It's the elite camel archer. I don't know if he has. Doesn't appear to has incendiary arrows just yet. Got the adjustable cross beams. One of the bombards do go down. Actually, nope, the other one's still alive. Camel archers firing away. Camel archers do bonus him for light melee like archers. Going to take some damage there. Hand Canyon is firing away. More of the Roost villagers going down. We got one more round of siege weapons there. There goes the Maginot to the culvert. Bombard goes down. Well, the Bombard does take a nice hit. Insufficient wood. And Sign does back the game now. The Sandgrid saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. My apologies, everyone. Right now, my back is starting to hurt, and I think I should let it lay down and get some rest. I'm going to end the stream early today, so my apologies. Everyone, have a good evening. Get some good rest.